What if I told you a single Singapore 1-cent coin from 1972 could secretly be worth $250 billion today? Face screaming in fear. Yes, that tiny coin in your drawer might just be your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. Stay with me because in the next few minutes, we're diving deep into the shocking truth behind this rare treasure that collectors are fighting to get their hands on. Is it in your pocket, or are you missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Imagine holding a tiny piece of metal in your hand, not knowing it could change your life. That's the story of the rare 1972 1-cent coin from Singapore, a coin so unique, collectors worldwide are ready to pay a fortune. Issued under the early years of Singapore's independence, this 1-cent coin represents more than currency. It represents the rise of a nation and the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II still reflected in its design roots. Minted in the early developmental years of Singapore's coinage system, the 1972 1-cent is a highly sought-after relic of the Republic's first coin series. This specific coin belongs to a series first introduced in 1967, just 2 years after Singapore gained full independence from Malaysia. Its small denomination belies its huge historical value. The 1-cent coin was produced in bronze and had a diameter of just 17.78 millimeters, making it light and easy to overlook. But that's exactly why it's so rare today. Most of these coins were lost, damaged, or melted over time. Only a few pieces have survived in mint or uncirculated condition, and those are fetching shocking prices. The obverse of the coin proudly reads Singapore in 4 official languages: English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil, a strong symbol of multicultural unity. The reverse side features the bold 1-cent marking and the year 1972 underneath it, surrounded by intricate grain imagery, a symbol of agricultural prosperity. What makes this coin so valuable is not just its design or metal content, but its limited surviving mintage, especially in proof-like and error conditions. Experts have noted a tiny variation in certain 1972 pieces. Some have slight die shifts or doubling in the word cent. These mint errors are extremely rare. Coin grading services like NGC and PCGS have reported less than 20 pieces globally that are in MS65 plus condition. That's incredibly rare for a circulation coin from that era. A flawless or near-flawless 1-cent 1972 coin is almost impossible to find in Southeast Asia. Most were heavily used, scratched, or oxidized. Collectors in the UK, USA, Japan, and the Philippines have placed high bounties on Singapore's early cent coins, especially 1972 because of its scarcity. In auctions, these coins are climbing to astronomical levels. In 2023, a coin in near-mint condition sold quietly for $1.2 million USD in an exclusive collector's circle. Historical collectors also see value in the era. 1972 was a politically stable year in Singapore, with global attention shifting to Asia's emerging economies. This means coins from this period, especially ones used by the people, like the 1-cent, became markers of Singapore's growth into an economic powerhouse. The tiny coin is now seen as a time capsule, a link to the early resilience, an ambition of the Singaporean spirit. Private collectors, museum curators, and royal numismatists all place the 1972 1-cent among the top 100 Asian coins of the 20th century. The coin market, especially in Asia, has exploded, and Singapore's coins are gaining recognition for their rarity and design excellence. There's also the emotional and nostalgic value. Singaporeans who grew up using these coins now see them as legacy treasures. The coin has even been used in educational textbooks, economic history documentaries, and museum exhibitions. Singapore's early coinage series is now discontinued, making this 1-cent coin part of a legacy set that cannot and will not return. Many investors are turning to physical coins like this as alternative assets, rare, historical, and likely to rise in value over time. Value: $250 billion plus millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. That's the estimated net auction value for one-of-a-kind error and flawless 1972 1-cent Singapore coins. If a billionaire collector wants it, price is no object. If you have a Singaporean 1-cent coin from 1972 at home, check its condition immediately, especially if it has no scratches, unusual colors, or a double strike. You might be sitting on a hidden treasure worth more than gold, real estate, or even Bitcoin. For collectors, this is more than money. It's about history, culture, and holding something few in the world will ever own. Subscribe to Global Coins Mystery for more shocking discoveries. Because the next coin in your pocket might just be worth billions.